Hey Flosstube, it's Dina here for a very overdue January update. I am wearing this on my head because this has seriously cut into my stitching time. My cousin went to DC, did the march in DC, and I was watching the pictures of it afterwards, and I saw all these women wearing these pink hats. So I texted my cousin. I said, "Hey, did you get one of those pink hats?" And she hadn't received one, and I guess I just totally missed the ball on this. If there's an opportunity for me to socially craft in some way, I'm going to do it. So I hopped on Ravelry, saw all these people making patterns, but I haven't been on there lately because I've been cross-stitching. So I quickly downloaded a pattern, said, "Hey, I'm going to send you one in the mail. It'll be late, but it'll at least commemorate her her march, her walk." And so she was very appreciative. And so she got back home to North Carolina, and she has done some active work with the Democratic Party. And so some of her friends in the Democratic Party said, "Oh, if your cousin's making you one, can she make us some? And we'll pay her for them." So I've been contracted to make, whatever. I'm making 3 more. It is not a political statement in any way by me. It is a stash acquisition fund statement. So anywho, so I've got 3 of them done. Let me take this off because it's hot. I've got 3 of them done. I need to do 2 more. And each of them takes me a few evenings because I'm not a terribly fast knitter. But anywho, that's eaten into my time, but I'm glad I will make her happy. My son is a staunch Republican, and he said, "Dina," he calls me Dina. He says, "Dina, you can't take money from the Democrats. You can't do that." And so just to appease him, I said, "Okay, I'm going to make these hats for the Democrats, and then I'm going to donate the money to the Republican Party." So he laughed. He thought that was great. I'm actually donating the money to probably 123 Stitch. Anyway, so enough of that. I've decided that I am better off with 4 projects at any time. Only 4 whips, because I want to see progress on my projects. So I have selected my 4 whips that I am going to spend 1 week on each month until they're done, and then I will bring in a new rotation. So the first thing that I worked on, and I don't know, I might have finished this in December, but I kind of think I finished it in January. So my Santa's Village January block, or first block. And when I dug it out, I really thought I'd done February, but okay, I guess I got to do that because that's all there is. So that'll be coming up next. So I think I showed you that. So that's one project because by God, I'm finishing this thing. The second one, and I'm loving this so much, it is the Stony Creek 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments. So it's this one. I love the colors. I think it's beautiful. And I'm doing this in just some random order. And so I did month 5 this month. And so there it is. No beads yet, because I will do all of the beading at the end. But I love it. It's so pretty. I thought about putting some metallic in there because that's just DMC for those golden rings. But I don't know. I don't think I want to bling it out too much. I kind of like the subtlety of it. So there's 5 and 6. So very, very, very much enjoying this. So there's my second whip that I will be actively working on. My third active whip, which this one I started in 2011, is Quaker Diamonds. And I think it was Stitcherista that was saying, "Oh my God, y'all, I didn't realize it was so many pages." And yeah, so it is multiple pages. This one, she has a different one. I don't think she has this one. This one's 10 pages. And so I think I'm going to do 1 page a month, which is not a problem. The motifs sort of cross over into months, so I might get into another one. But this was my progress in January. And I love it. I think it's so pretty. And it's done with 3 strands of, I think, Valdosta or something, Valdani. So 3 strands of Valdani. And I am in love. The only thing that I'm going to change just in the way of stitching, all these little over ones, well, all the letters are done in the same color of blue. And then you've got these little over ones, which you only use 1 strand of instead of 3. I think I'm going to save all of these little over ones until the very end, because it's just sort of a pain to switch out and switch out your needle. So that's that. And speaking of switching out needles, this has been my lifesaver. I bought it a while ago and hadn't really figured out how to use it. So it's the Paco, something like that, needle organizer. And so you have these little strips and you can write numbers, symbols, etc. on there. And I've just numbered it 1 to 25. And then whatever project I am currently working on, I write those numbers next to the key. So here we go. I don't know what I've got on the back there. So I've got numbers 1 through 25, or 1 through 12 on this one. So I don't really care about what those numbers are over here. So when I'm done doing all of the heart, number 10, I just park that needle in the number 10 slot. And so I'm not having to renumber this thing every time, because that was not going to happen. So all I do is I slap some numbers on whatever my project is. So my other project, I must have left the directions in the other, oh, here we go. So the Fabulous Women in History. So again, you can see how I've numbered it 1 through 20, and then I just changed this out. But I did see someone had done, I think they posted it on Stitch Mania, where they use a roll of fabric and some masking tape, and they stick the needle, they write on the masking tape and stick the needle in there and roll it up when they're done, which I think is a really cool idea. And so I may incorporate that, because at the end of the week, then I clean this off and put my new project on. Or I guess I could buy 3 more. I don't know. But this saved me a lot, especially on this one, because there was a lot of, like, you do a little tiny bit. Like, I'd do this little tiny bit of whatever that color was, and then I would need to break the thread, and then I might use it again over here for 4 stitches. So trying to figure all that out was an absolute pain. So this saved it and made it much more enjoyable. And so then towards the end, I was thinking, okay, what do I have some thread left of? And then I would run and do a little section of that. So that has saved me considerably. Yeah, I feel like, I started stitching again in July of this last year. And I feel like I've evolved and made some changes and figured out what works for me, how to be efficient. Because if you're efficient, then I think you enjoy the process a little bit more. So that's the Fabulous Women of History. And then I should have dragged her. Let me pull this off the stand real quick. And so that's my 4th project for my rotation is this. So I've done all of January. I'm working on February. So this is Virginia Woolf. And I'm really enjoying reading about these women. I'm not a big history buff, and so it's a paragraph, which is just the right amount for me. But it's been very enjoyable. I did use the kit flosses for some of Eleanor Roosevelt, and there was a whole big to-do about the kit flosses and how they were really they unraveled really. They weren't a tightly wound skein, and really hard to thread needles. And so I was using my needle threader the whole time, and I didn't want to have to do that. And so I switched out to DMC, probably about halfway through her, left the kit threads in, and then started using DMC. So you can't tell color-wise. However, now that I'm going back and looking, the kit threads are really lofty, maybe. They almost have a fuzz to them, where the linty, I don't know the best word for it. And so, I don't know, I don't like that. I'm going to see if it continues to fluff off some more, and if so, by the end of the year, if it's really fluffy off, then I will rip that and do it all in DMC. And I do believe fluffy off is a word. Look it up. Over here, my needle minder, I made it all by myself. Went to Hobby Lobby, and they had this one on sale, like, I don't know, $2 over in the jewelry making department. And I had bought a bunch of magnets off of the eBay, because I never could find these in Hobby Lobby or Michael's, and everyone said they were there, and all I could see were those big black ones. So I got these, and they're really strong, and I just used some of the whatever number glue, E5000, E6000. I mean, I can't even hardly pull these apart. And so it's awesome. It was fun to do. I know you can buy them, but I think a lot of crafters, we craft because we want to know that we can do it ourselves. And so I don't know, this was maybe $5, $6 for all of these. I don't know, not much. And it has provided my husband endless hours of enjoyment. He's 50-something and acts like he's 14. I came in one day and he had taken half of the magnets and put it inside his mouth, and then the other half was sticking out. So he had I'm like, seriously, you're going to pull out a filling or something. But he was having a ball. So, anywho, that's a good thing I teach middle school, because that's sometimes the maturity level. That's always fun. So there's sort of my projects, my 4 rotations that I'm going to be working on. And then the other project that has taken a bit of my time lately is I decided that I didn't want to use bobbins anymore. The bobbins themselves, I did not have a problem with, but I don't like the cardboard bobbins because they start looking ratty in no time. And I don't buy new bobbins for every project. If I've got, DMC 3855, I'm going to keep it on that one bobbin until the end of time. So I like the plastic bobbins just fine. And so I bought all those little stickers. Well, those stickers are all over my house. They don't stay on those plastic bobbins for anything. Found one in my bathroom floor this morning. So stickers were an issue. Now, if DMC had some plastic bobbins that were pre-printed with the color numbers, I'd buy them. That'd be great. That'd be perfect. I know I've tried Sharpie on them. Sometimes the Sharpie stays, sometimes it doesn't. I'm always scared of Sharpie getting on the floss if I don't wait long enough. So I decided that I was going to go to the bag system. So one reason was, like I said, the stickers. Another reason is because I finally found the perfect setup for me and my stitching stand and where I sit to stitch. So I went on eBay again and bought, I think, 1,000 of these bags. I'll put a link below how much. No, it was Amazon. 1,000 bags, I think $13. But I'll link below. And well, here you can see the evolution of this. So I tried shoving the sticker in there, and sometimes those fall out. I wrote it. I hand wrote it. I've got a sticker on there. I don't know. It was driving me insane to have all these different things. So I just bought 1,000 bags, which is enough for the complete DMC collection and a few specialties that I have started picking up. and then just printed these things on cardstock and cut, and I've got them all ready to file. And so then it was a matter of, okay, now I've got all these, what am I going to do with them? How am I going to organize those? And so enter into the scene my goofy husband, who, as goofy as he is, he's an amazing man and does so much for me. Love him to pieces. And so I explained my situation, and I have this dresser drawer behind me that I picked up at Walmart on clearance for, I don't know, $70. I am the queen of bargains. And so over the years, I've been purchasing little pieces of white furniture as I find them on clearance. And that's what constitutes my craft room. So I explained to him, I said, I think if I had some dividers in this top drawer, I can get all of my DMC in there. And they would keep it nice and straight. And so it's like, oh yeah, cool. So he used scrap wood that he already had. And I came home from work one day this week, and the top drawer was all done. So I'll switch gears in just a second and do a video of that. And then this morning, I have finished putting all of my floss in these and realized the top drawer is not going to be enough. I need the second drawer also. So we'll see. Maybe this week. I've asked him. So he's sheetrocking our exercise room right now. So I guess maybe when he gets bored of a big project, he can go back to this little one. He said it took him about an hour and a half or so to do this first round, but he was figuring it out, how to measure, where to make the cuts, how to assemble it. So the next one shouldn't take him as long. Okay, let me pause this so that I can switch gears and show you a little video. Okay, so here I am in my craft room. Try not to get too dizzy. There's my quilting rulers on the wall. And here is my, $70, $80 Walmart clearance piece of furniture. And so top drawer, actually before we get to the top drawer, when I went through my floss, these were the only two colors I couldn't find. So that's not bad. That means I've got the complete DMC and probably had these and lost them. So anywho, open the drawer and here we go. Here's all these little bags in their glory. And you can't see too much right now, but these are the dividers he made, and he's got it halfway through. So so the first drawer is done. I'm gonna put some dividers in here to help me, like these are the 800s or whatever. So that I can find them a little bit easier, because it is sort of cumbersome, especially getting towards the back. All right, what's way back there, because the drawer won't pull out all the way. Probably some safety feature or something. And then I toyed with this too, of writing numbers on here with Sharpie on the outside. And so I just did a few of them just to see if I liked that. I may do that. I considered doing stickers. Let me scoot over here to my other things on stickers. This is my Quaker Samplers stickers. And so I have these stickers on the outside and they're peeling off. So I don't think I want stickers on the outside. So if I do decide to I'll either write or I'll open this little flap up and put a sticker right there on the inside, because I've got the stickers. So anyway, and then there was a little bit of room left on the side, so just got a ton of these for projects. So that my amazing husband did that for me. Didn't cost him anything, and just some of his time. And my bags, like I said, $11, $12, something like that for everything. So pretty inexpensive project. And then I think these, I bought 10 of these for maybe $5 or $6. I'll link that too. So there's that. And I told you I'd figured out my perfect stitching system. And so this is it. This is the Kay's Creation swivel floor stand. And so completely adjustable. I'll put my frame on it in a second. But I've got these little loops here, which is perfect for me to take my ring of floss and hang from the side. I've got my evil stitch ripper when life decides not to cooperate. I've got some thread heaven that's looking pretty nasty. My scissors, a highlighter, a needle threader. I've got it with one of my little magnets on here that sticks on there. And let me load this up with my Fabulous Women in History so you can see how strong this is. All right, hold on. Okay, it is loaded with my Fabulous Women in History. This is a 34-inch lock scroll wooden frame. I love lock scroll, they're my favorite. Blitz Stitch did a fantastic tutorial on how to load and unload these. I can get my fabric changed out in about, maybe I'd say 2 minutes. So when I change projects, it doesn't take long. But do you notice, I don't know if you can tell, well, I can't back up. That is a 32-inch, 33-inch frame, and it is not leaning. It's just hanging there. I mean, it's there on the side. It's pretty level. I mean, as level as I think you're going to get with that big a piece, that big a frame. So this is my system, and it swivels around. I've got it tight right now, so because I was, sorry guys, but it flips over. You can do all sorts of stuff with this thing, and so this is my stitching system in the living room. Absolutely love it. Okay, so hopefully I didn't make you too sick with spinning around and walking you around part of my craft room. A GoPro would have been way more convenient, or maybe strap my iPhone to my forehead. Okay, anyway, so what's up for the rest of February? Well, I've got to finish my Fabulous Women in History. I've got to do my Santa's Village and my Quaker Diamonds. So I've got 3 things I'm working on. I've got to do 2 more knit hats. But I have a week off from school because it's winter break. Hubby will be busy working, so I will have lots of uninterrupted stitchy time. I've got a few sewing projects that I want to do. I have to get a dough bowl now. I can't even remember who it was. Vonna mentioned the Night Owl Stitcher. Night Owl Stitcher's the one that's got the dough bowl craze going. So I've got to find that and then start making some little things for my dough bowl. I'm going to make a quilted table runner, and my granddaughter's 2nd birthday is the beginning of March, and so I want to make a doll for her. So lots of projects lined up. But also during that week, some of the Georgia stitchers are getting together for 2 full days of stitching. The local Joann's lets us come in and stitch. It's about 25 minutes from me, so I'm not going to stay at a hotel. Some of them are staying at a hotel. I know one person's going to come back to my house. And so just 2 full days of stitching. So that will be a lot of fun. I'm really trying to not buy much lately. But Mischievous Stitcher, thank you, she inspired me tremendously with one of her projects, 13th Colony Bay, by the Bay. And so I had to have it. Hers looked phenomenal, and she used DMC, and that's what just amazed me. So it's 3 pieces. So here's part 1. The colors were just fantastic. Part 2. And then part 3. I think it's so cool. And she stitched them all together in one piece. And it's a big piece. This one is, just this one is 192 by 134. So then you put 3 of them together, you're looking at close to 600 by 134. She says it's a quick and easy stitch. I don't know. You don't have confetti. I mean, you're just color blocked. But I think I'm going to do it in 3 separate pieces. One, it'll be cheaper on the fabric because I don't have to get a gigantic piece. I can get some smaller cuts. And then I think I want to frame them separately. A wall in my breakfast room it would be perfect for, and I think it would make a really nice statement. Hers was gorgeous. I think that if I tried to do it all on one piece, it would be so cumbersome for me that it would never happen. So I ordered these off of Donna Bayless's Etsy store. So that's where she sells them. And then she threw this one in as a little thank you and gave me a coupon for the 10% off my next order. So, and she gave me a little, a blessing. So the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Very nice. I grew up in the Lutheran church, and we said that every single Sunday. But this is what she gave me as a bonus, which I think is absolutely delightful. Very sweet. And this one's only 49 by 77. So maybe I do this first, get my feet wet, and then jump into the big ones. So that's the plans. It's been a great year so far. She sent something else. I didn't see that. I think this is her new one that's coming out at Nashville Needle Market. I am a needlesmith. I've been seeing that places. So, just a sweet lady. I mean, she would thank you everywhere. Like here, Dina, thank you for the order. Enjoy stitching. She's got another little thing here. She's followed up with some emails thanking me. Just a very, very nice lady. So, but this community is full of very, very nice people. So, anyway, hope this isn't a hot mess. Have a great stitching month. I will probably come back at the end of February after I've had that week off and update you on that because, by God, I'm going to have a lot of progress going on then. So, all right, y'all take care and see you in a few.